Hey everyone, Yote here, and I'm excited today. We're going to get our hiking boots into some woods that I've never been into before. This is private property. I've been allowed to come back here and hike and tromp around, so I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of hills, so I'm going to get my thigh workout today for sure. Yeah, we're going to be completely off trail today. There are no trails through here whatsoever, so we're going to just go bouncing around the woods. We're going to see what we can see. And I don't know. I don't really have any plans today. Just going to enjoy the woods. So come on along, and I'm going to take you with me. It's about high 20s, low 30s right now, and it's supposed to warm up while we're out here. So I'm not sure if this coat is a good idea or not, but for now it's a good idea. So let's go hiking. One of the things I love about getting out into woods like this that just aren't trafficked a lot by humans is that there's no trash. Like, these woods are pretty spotless. It's nice. Definitely out here by myself today, as far as I can tell. I've come up this hill and I've hit what looks to be an old track or an old road, which is pretty normal out here in these woods. A lot of the roads run along the top of the ridge lines, so there's a big old tree in the way, so I'll show you that, and then I'll show you the road track. We're just going to follow the road track. Just enjoy a nice stroll in the woods. So the track is right here. You can almost see it through those trees, that fallen tree there. And, we'll go over that way and follow this track right here. See where it goes. I've seen some decent deer sign, so I'm gonna keep my eyes open for any sheds, antler sheds. It's still that time of year. I could get lucky. Never know. So it's a pretty steep drop down to that creek, and I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to be quiet for a minute, but there's some sandhill cranes somewhere over on another ridge. Can you hear that? You might need headphones. Yeah. I can't see them, but it's a real distinctive noise, and they're on the move right now. Anyway, if I can, there's a lake further over here because there's a state forest further that way, and there's a lake, and I'm wondering if maybe they were over there, but they were definitely on the move. I've heard them a couple times now, so there may be groups over by the lake and then on the move heading that way, which way is that? South. Okay. I'm not sure why they're heading that direction, but south of us, I know there's a big roosting spot for sandhills this time of year, so maybe that's where they're all going. I don't think we're going to go down this way. This is pretty steep, and it would be fine going down, but I wouldn't be able to get back up because there's a drop-off right at the creek. It looks to be about maybe an 8-foot drop, and I don't want to do that. It's a pretty deep trench that this creek has cut into this area right here. Okay, so I want to keep going, and if I find anything else or anything cool happens, I'll let you know. I think we're going to get to a spot. I'm going to go back up on the hill, find a spot, and just chill for a minute, because a lot of times when you get into the woods, especially woods like this, you have to just stop and let kind of the ripples of your entrance settle. So I'll do that here in a little bit. Okay. Kind of run the edge of the lip of this ridge a little bit. Deer Deer won't profile themselves usually along, where's my finger? There I am. Deer won't profile themselves up here. They'll come down and they'll walk along the edge of the ridge. And I'm on a little deer trail right here, so I'm just going to follow that and work our way back up to the hill at an angle. Smarter way to do it. Let's go this way. After a while, though, it makes you feel like one leg's shorter than the other. Just a fun little find right here by this tree. Who knows how long this has been here. See the crystals in it? Nothing much. That's the first geode I found up here in these woods, though. It's quiet up here. I'm just going to sit here a few minutes and just let everything kind of settle in and just enjoy it for once. Just be out here in the peace and quiet. So what I have here is just have like this little chicken broth packet, and you guys are gonna laugh at me, but I've got some seaweed here. It's really good. It's got some protein to it. I'm gonna crumble this up and put it in the chicken broth. It's probably gonna be gross, but it'll be delicious. We'll see how this goes. And I really just want some coals here. I just want a small little fire. I want to heat up my water. And then I'll kick this out and it'll be done and over with. Nothing big. Nice little warm up, but no big deal. Nothing fancy. And it's so wet. Everything is so wet. I'm not too concerned about this getting out of control. And I've got it under control right here. Just a little fire. Little warmth to warm up some water, and then we're gonna call it good. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this in and get this ready to go. Just gonna stir this a little bit. Here in a second, we're just going to put it around the coals. And then we'll go for the big finale with the seaweed. It'll be delicious. All right, well, I am pretty happy with that. It's not boiling, but it's nice and hot. And that's all I want. So, that's good. Let's proceed with the experiment. This is just a sheet of nori, or good old seaweed. All right, I'm just going to put it in there. And I've got some cooked nori now, a little charred nori. This charcoal seaweed. And you can just eat this plain if you want, but I'm just going to put it in there. Make some seaweed chicken soup. It's probably going to be kind of slimy and gross. But, and I know this doesn't look appetizing. It's probably going to just disintegrate in there a little bit. But actually, you know what? I'm going to put the whole thing in there. Because we're crazy. Now, the only downside is the sodium content is a bit crazy. So I wouldn't want to have this, you know, every day or 2 or 3 times a day. But just this makes a nice break. And it's tasty. And it's warm. And it's delicious. So green chicken soup. How can you go wrong? It's so good. And the seaweed is so lightweight. Takes up no weight whatsoever. It's perhaps not the most appetizing looking thing. I don't know if you can see that from here. Yummy. But, man, it's pretty good. And if you want a real kick, you can take this seaweed, this nori, you can buy in sheets. And like, let's say you have ramen. I was out of ramen at home. I was going to just bring some ramen to make, but you can make some ramen. And you can just throw that seaweed in there. I don't like the flavor packets because they have too much MSG and like other stuff in them. So a lot of times I'll just take those noodles and I'll either make my own little spice packet or I'll take some of this nori and crumble it up in there. And it just brings all the flavor. Or a bouillon powder, or like what I just used for this, just a little packet of chicken bouillon, and then put it in with the noodles. Better for you anyway. Well, I'm going to enjoy the peace and quiet. I'm going to eat this, and we'll get back on the trail here in a minute. I think we're going to the creek. Okay, and so for cleanup, it's pretty easy. You just, like you do with anything. So those, like, that's almost out already. It's just, like I said, a quick, no-nonsense fire. I want to make sure that is completely out. Not getting any steam. I'm going to spread that around as well. Yeah, I can touch it. So that's out. And then what I'll do, and I'll show you this, I'm going to cover it up with dirt, make sure it's completely out, and then leave no trace. And there we go. I made sure I put my hand in there, like I dispersed all the wood. It is completely cold. I now have the wet leaves. I've put that back over it. It is not going anywhere. And that's a dead fire. And I cover up my trace. So I was angling my way down to the creek. I want to show you guys something I found. And you see some more of it right over here. But right here is what looks to be just white, like deer fur maybe. And it's just been, looks like it's been chewed off and just bit off or pulled out right here. There's no, it's not like it's been pulled off the skin. There's no bits of skin or blood or anything. It just looks like it's been, I don't know, pulled out or pulled off like it was shedding. And another piece right there. And then let's go over here. You can see there's some more bushwhack through here. Oh, sorry for the bouncy camera. But I don't see any other signs of a struggle or any other issues. Just this bits of pure white hair. Like they were getting rid of their undercoat or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. It's kind of cool. No antlers though, just fur. All right, we're going this way. Well, I'm pretty happy about this. Here's the embankment. There's the creek. You can see it running along here. And as I pan here, check out this beech tree. This thing is huge. Huge beech tree. Anyway, I've been able to find a nice sort of evenly sloped access down to the creek. So we're going to get down to the creek. We're going to walk that. You might start hearing car noise because the road is not too far away now. And my goal is we're just going to walk this creek, see if we can find some cool stuff along the creek, and then we'll come out on the road and I'll hike back to my car. So that's the plan. Let's go down this hill and try not to bust ourselves. It's a little slick, but it's not too bad. About an hour or so ago, before the frost and the ice melted off, it would have been a little bit more treacherous. Looks like it's mainly a shale bottom creek. May not have much in it as far as geodes or fossils, but we'll give it a look. Well, it's definitely a little bit more wild and woolly as we are down here. There are young trees growing up everywhere. And, yeah, slow going. And we're going to go, we need to cross the creek somewhere. Let's go over here. So, I'm not going to be able to spend as much time along the creek as I wanted. It looks like it's mainly, like I said, a shale bottom. I've only seen like one or two geodes. No flint or chert or anything like that. But yeah, definitely want to walk this creek again when I have the time to really just take time and just walk along it really slow. And maybe also once the water's down a little bit. All right, let's navigate our way out of here. So this is a larger creek that smaller creek has entered into. And I'm already seeing signs of geodes and crinoids and crystals and all sorts of good stuff. It's kind of a mix of a lot of different stones right through here. There's broken glass. So this one holds a better chance, I think, of finding good stuff. Funny, I just said that and I just came up on this. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I love collecting stones like this. Isn't that cool? As you know from a previous video, this is a fairy stone or a hag stone or a stone with a hole in it. And it's said that if you look through the hole, see if I can get this, you can see spirits and things and stuff. See anything? Okay, maybe not. Anyway, isn't that cool? Enough clowning around. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. All right, well, that's going to about wrap it up. I'm right here near the road. It's right here. You might hear a car go by. This has been a great day. Thanks for coming along with me. I'll be back. I'll definitely bring you guys back out into this creek. We're going to have some fun out here poking around. This was also a scouting trip to see kind of what the lay of the land was like. So we might come out and look for snakes and other critters once it warms up. I'm really curious to see what this land is like in the spring and in the summer and see what else it can reveal to us. As always, get outside if you can. Get some dirt time. Get some adventure time. Even if it's out at a city park, it's good for you. And I think it makes you a better person. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. And see you on the next one. Bye.